Okay. Waiting for some progress bars to happen. Hopefully everything is of a decent volume. Yeah. Where all of them say there. Unity is doing its Unity thing, so I'm gonna look at some code while we wait for it. Last week we put in these cards. So we have a deck of cards and a card object, which is conveniently over here, and it's just an integer right now. So I think we want to clean this up a little bit. I think the card and the deck are probably okay, but the usages might be a little bit on the messy side. So we're in our game. What I want to do is clean up the UI and the data structures in here. Like this method is 60 lines. Let's see, what, 90 to 50? Yeah, 60 lines. Some of this can get pulled out. I also want to mess with this. So if you're stuck, if a player's stuck by the enemy, there's a card that they can play to escape, get out of the way. So we're gonna have to extend this card object so that we can realize that, like, if the player has one of those cards in their hand, they get a chance to play that card. A little sip of beverage. So they'll get a chance to play that hand or play that card, and get away from the enemy, even though they shouldn't be able to. I keep getting all these pop-ups that my stream is of poor quality, and not because of me. Anyway, so let's do that. I also, oh look, Unity's done. I also want to stick a better card graphic in. So right now they're just squares, which nothing wrong with a nice rounded rectangle, but I want to put some sort of just border, and then we can dynamically build these cards to be a little bit better looking. So I think that's going to be easier-ish. Let's see if we could just steal a template from somewhere. Or should we just throw down and make one? Let's throw down and make one. I'm going to open up my currently favorite drawing program, Krita, somewhere. Oh, other screen. And let's make our cards a decent size, just so we can get some good textures out of them. We'll make a 1K image. Call it cards. And then let's make a grid. This is now a Krita tutorial. Yay. We're going to throw a grid down, and we are going to make it, let's do 256 by 256, and then, so we've got 4 slots, and then we can shrink those down a little bit. We could make these like tall, like a card. So like a card is, what, 60% taller or wider than it is the other way. We'll just throw one of these guys down. Just gonna try and get a rough shape. Yeah, that looks alright. We'll just foreground color it. Gotta reset our foreground color first. That was not what I wanted. Background color. There we go. We'll just do a simple card. This brush is a little huge. Let's drop this down to 12. Yeah, that looks alright. Oop, back that guy up. And roughly drop this in somewhere. I should probably make these like grayscale, or just do the border so that we can control it. Yeah, let's do 2. I'm gonna hold down Control, I think it is. Shift. Hold down Shift to make a square one. So then we can 9 slice this. And let's grab that guy and just hit T, grab some space. So this will be like our, you know, if we ever want to draw cards, throw pictures on them, and this will be just our testing one. So I want this to be a PNG. Oh gosh, where are all of my projects? Board game, assets, Sprite. Do we not have a sprites? All right, I guess we don't have a sprites yet. Drop it there. Oh, not there. What happened? Up. Here, cards, PNG, save. Okay, just having a bad time. And so now let's grab our card holder. We're gonna drop a prefab in there. Boop. And then we are going to prefab, open asset in context. We're going to zoom in on it. Now we can mess with it. So we've got our text. Here is our background. Let's slice up our new PNG. This is going to be Sprite 2D UI. Apply. Multiple. Sprite Editor. Apply. No, Sprite Editor. All right. Here's how you get the Sprite Editor in. You Window, Package Manager. Drag it over from the other screen. Wait for some more progress bars. And then you do Registry, 2D Sprite. This is the Sprite Editor window. Install. There we go. Excuse me. Give that a second to install. This is the most exciting part of the stream. It's watching progress bars because we do it a lot. Okay, there we go. Jump back in here. Boop, boop, boop. Sprite Editor, and it opened up on the other screen. There we go. So we can slice, and I'm just going to do it automatic because it'll just grab these two guys for us. This guy is going to stay just the regular size, but this guy, I'm going to drag these in. Oh, there's a little artifacting in there. That's all right. It's character. It was intentional. I'm going to drag this green border in so that, there we go. And we'll call this card sliced. So this is what 9 slicing is. So we can stretch vertically these vertical bars, but not horizontally, and then the same thing for the horizontal ones. And then the corners stay the same. So we always get the same width line around the outside, but it has variable height and width, and it adjusts on the fly. So let's see if we can just slap that in real quick. Boop. Card. Not UI sprite. Expand that. I want card sliced. There we go. So now if we change this, you know, the card border stays the same. Uh-oh, and my headphones just beep beep beeped. That's not good. Let's see if we can pause for a moment and I can plug them in while I'm wearing them. And nobody will be no the wiser, except for everybody who's listening. Oh, that won't work. Let's see. Bonk. Knocking everything over. There we go. All right, well, future editor that I hire to edit all these, just edit this part out. It'll be a good time. Ooh, helps to actually plug these in. Wrong way. Wrong way again. There we go. Okay. Now, I can continue to hear things like the Unity editor going ding at me. So we replace this background and it stretches, right? So if we end up having like super wide cards or super narrow cards, the border will stay the same. So Control S, save. You can see we get these nice little one on there. and I don't like that. I wonder if we can make it bigger. So we got this guy, pixels per unit. Let's double it. There we go. That looks better. Just something. Excuse me, nice little flare. Not flare, but you know what I mean. Sliced. Bam. There. Get this guy out of there. Now our cards have more card-like attributes. And it's something simple, but I think it looks a lot better than just the default, you know, rectangle with a tiny border. Okay. And then do we want to add, so let's try and do that. So I want to add like a move, or like what kind of card it is, maybe an icon, so you can like add a glance, because once we add a bunch of other card types, you know, you want to be like, oh, I've got a move card, oh, I've got an escape card. But that means modifying that prefab and setting up all the data structures. And yeah, I don't think I want to do that right now. So, new cards, done. What else are we going to do? We're going to add cards that are an escape card. So let's just really simply, public bool is escape card. I can say is escape card false. All right, we'll default them to false, and then we'll go into our deck, generate a deck, and we'll do var, you know, escape card, new card, and it's going to be a distance 1. And then we just have to manually set escape card dot is escape card true, and then draw pile in queue escape card. Nice. We could do like a static factory or something. Let's do a factory, or yeah, as a static factory. Get a little computer sciencey stuff going on. So this is a normal constructor, right? But we can do like public static card. Ooh, that is not what I wanted. Card build escape card, and then int dist. Are we gonna say? Let's not worry about dist. All escape cards are 1. You can only move 1. That's as far as you get. You're just going to get tackled again. But you get to move 1 spot. So you can say just exactly this, except it's not going to go there. It's going to go here. Escape card true, return, escape card. Bam. Now we can say in queue card, build escape card. So now we don't know how an escape card is built. We just say, hey, give me an escape card. And that's a static builder. No, not a builder. It's not a builder pattern. It's factory pattern, where the way you instantiate something or you construct something is hidden, and it just gives you a nice little thing. We can do the same thing for regular cards. Public static card build card. And just right, and just return new card text. And then all these guys can just be like card build card. Card build card. Well, this was a 1, probably a 2. I don't know. Either way. So then these are all just if the way a card is constructed, right? We can still hide if we change that. So like let's say later on we want to have the card constructor, you can pass it a variable. So like let's say here instead of explicitly setting is escape card, let's say I want to pass that in, right? So I'm gonna make this private. Nobody gets to build one except me. And I say bool is escape card. You say is escape card, escape card. I'm just renaming this because I don't know. I don't like double naming stuff like that. Build card and you just say false. Card true. And then these did not change. Notice how these guys are not compile errors because I did not change this interface. I changed this interface, and all these guys are broken. So let's move to the factory pattern thing. Oh, missed one. Hang on, let's do another little trick. I'm gonna copy you, and then I'm going to Control G. Nope. Alt G. Nope. Alt Shift G. Nope. We only got like 3 more tries at this. Control Shift G. What is it? It's like select all. No. It's not find usages. Column, Control Alt Shift. Alright, that works too. Slap that down, turn column select off. So you see I had a multi-select going on there, so I could just change them all at once. Make it a little easier on myself. Though it probably would have been faster, yeah, to just copy and paste them to 8 times, but there's probably some case where that'd be way faster. I mean, if you remember the shortcut, but so now we can change the constructor signature. Like, we can't even access the constructor outside of this class, but we can change the signature. And let's say later on I want to be like, you have to pass us a int type. But we're not going to do it anyway. All of the compile errors happen within this class. They're all right here. So then I only need to change these guys, and none of my code changes. So these are all still going to return cards. They're still going to set themselves up and do what they need to do. I don't have to touch them because this might not be the only place I construct cards. And that's a pain in the butt to go everywhere and change all your methods. So yeah, it's a good way to hide how things are constructed. That was a big tangent. Not a big tangent, but good fun messing with code. Okay, we're building cards. We're going to throw an escape card in there. What does it mean to display an escape card? So we have a card holder. We grab the text. We show the distance. So we have to do something. Here. So we're going to do card.isEscapeCard. If it is an escape card, we're going to set this to escape. Otherwise, do the move distance. And this is going to totally overflow. But because they set themselves up, you don't have to worry about it too much. Probably help if, I set the initial player hand. Now I gotta play a couple rounds to see if we get an escape card. So, okay. So we're testing, right? And we want to control what the initial hand is. I don't know how, we could do the initial draw. Where do we set that? There we go. Let's just force it. Cards. Add. Card. Build escape card. There we go. Now I don't care how this is constructed. I know I'm getting an escape card. I don't care what the constructor looks like, but I know the player's going to have one. So, boop, Unity, reload, some progress bars. Boop. We should get an escape card the first round. Escape. Oh, we got 2. Look at that. That's close, right? All right. Let's see if we can just tweak that ever so slightly. Card. We need to open you up. Go into the text, and we can auto size. Let's see what that looks like. Save, run. So if we did static like sprites for each individual card, right, we would have to go in and just modify the card and make it look however we wanted it to look. But then we don't get this like, you know, automatic building. Skip card. So it's like, where do you want to put the work in? Do you want to put the work in configuring the card to like special case display something, or just put the work in by like opening up your drawing program and you're drawing escape, you know. So for now, we're just going to do it through code. That's good enough. The problem being, this text field allows overflow. Let's see. Minimum. There. Escape. See, I don't like how it sticks out over the edge. So what we can do, I think, is just shrink. Whoa, that's zoomed way in. I think we can just shrink this down a little bit. I don't think it'll affect the numbers. Yeah. Excuse me. But when we put escape in, I think that'll look a little better. Did I spell that right? That doesn't look right, but escape's a weird word. So, yeah, there we go. Save. Let's drop this back to a default. Let's drop it to 0. Good old 0. Give it a run, just to be sure. Boop. There we go. Escape. Cool. So we have an escape card. Now we need to figure out this. If player stuck by enemy, if they're stuck by the enemy, we're gonna be like, you're too scared. Otherwise, if what is it? Player. Dang it. Not enemy. What is it? Cur player. Players. Cur player. I have to like relearn this every week. It's so weird. Current player turn dot hand dot any, not contains. We want an any. And we say card points to card dot is escape card. So this will say if any of the cards in the hand are an escape card, the whole thing returns true. Otherwise, you know, we can do the we can do this guy. Up, bam. So if they do have an escape card, we can play a card. Now we have to remember how we play cards. Do mood. There's a coroutine for it. I guess. Well, we want them to only be able to play the escape card, right? So this is a notification, right? Then it comes back. We don't want that. We want to just show them a message and then not hide it. And we do that through the, I hate it, like Control Left bracket on the Mac version of Rider goes back to where your cursor used to be. Not so much on Windows. Where were we? Here we go. We are going to turn text.text. Player, what is, there's, steal. I'm just going to steal the whole line. Bam. Player 1. Then we can say play escape card or pass. And then we have a thing for when they pick a card. So we need to show them. Let's do this. Yield return. Wait for card pick. Oh, we need to also select a card. So this could go down in this else block, but then they're stuck, but they're not. You know, probably have to restructure this. Let's wait for him to pick a card, right? Let's make sure this works. Oh, we should have put these guys a little closer. I'm gonna move not quite as far. Ghost. All right. Play escape card or pass. Okay, so we need to show them the cards, but we need to like gray some of them out. So we need that functionality. So our card doesn't have. Right, our card doesn't have a script on it. No. We just get stuff. So we can do setup, right? But let's see if we can figure out how to do a setup, but with cards that you can't play, like only escape cards get shown. Yeah. So we can pass the cards. We can pass an action to do a callback. I wonder if we could do like show all these cards and then we do a list of cards that are active or enabled cards. Right. So these are all the cards to show, and then these are all the cards to enable. And then we can say to instantiate it, put it in there, grab the text, grab the button. So here, if enabled cards dot contains card. We're going to set it up. Else, if it is not in the enabled cards, we're going to say new card dot get component. I think it's sprite renderer dot color equals gray. Yeah. We're not going to hook up an on-click, right? So you can only click on the ones that are enabled. I'm going to go back here. And then we can say, boop, pass them the hand, and then pass them the hand. Let's where card, where C dot isn't. So you can't play an escape card if you're not. To list. And then here, you can only play the cards. So let's set them up right here. Oh, that is not what I wanted. I'm just gonna steal this guy. Bam, bam. And I'm copying and pasting a single line and just like modify. Like that feels bad. But what are you gonna do? Refactor the whole thing so that later when we come back, we're not kicking ourselves for doing it like this. Yeah. Okay, so now if you're stuck by an enemy and if you have an escape card, it'll say you can play an escape card or you can pass. And it's gonna set up the card holder and give it all your cards and then say that only the cards that are escape cards are enabled and pass back card pick. So you can only pick an escape card. Right, so you can only pick an escape card. And then we're gonna do a normal one-step move, right? And this is all, that's all this. So we're gonna essentially be copying this whole thing in here. Because this is the same, right? This is the same. And this, well, we need to put this in there. Like all of this is the same. All of this is the same. So we're gonna say var has escape equals. Oh, okay, let's use our editor to do this. Refactor, introduce variable, whole thing. Var has escape card. Bam. Move that out to the outer scope. Shift 10. So if the player is stuck by the enemy and they do not has escape card, then you're just gonna do this, and this can go away. Look at that. We wrote all that code and we're just gonna delete it. Cool. And then in here, we're gonna say has escape card. So if you are stuck and you have an escape card, you're going to do one thing, which is opposite of this, and display something. So if you're stuck, if we get here and you're stuck, it means you do have an escape card and you're not stuck. Yeah. I foresee another collapsing. So if you are stuck, then we're gonna display the cards. Here. I did it again. Oh yeah, I'm like chicken and egging this. Like, what do we do first? Alright, so if you are stuck and you have an escape card, you're going to set up the card holder so that it does show you where you can only use the escape cards. Otherwise, it's going to set it up without all the other cards, right? Not. That's going to be the same, that's going to be the same, that's going to be the same, right? Okay, now we're the same from here. It's just this difference. How do we abstract this out? So this is going to be true, and this is going to be true. True. Alright, I think we can say is escape card and the player is stuck and they have one. Otherwise, that's to show an escape card, you have to have one and you have to be stuck. Or the card has to be one, you have to be stuck and you have to have one. Otherwise, you show if it's, you have to show a card and not be stuck. No, so this becomes, if it is an escape card, getting some Boolean logic going. If this is an escape card, and you're stuck, and you have one, I guess these would always be the same, right? So let's not do this. So if you're stuck and you have an escape card, show it. If you're not stuck, and this is not an escape card, show it. So false and false is false. That doesn't work. The idea is to get this down to a single line. Let's ruminate on this for a second. I am. So the condition to show a card or not. If you're stuck, I'm trying to write a note and it's doing a comment. So if you're stuck and you have a card, then it will be enabled. And if you're stuck, because we want to skip picking a card, right? That's the rub. So if you're stuck, but you don't have a card, you're just going to be ah. But if you're stuck and you do have a card, you're going to show it. But if you're not stuck, and it's not an escape card, we want to show it. So this isn't an and, this is an equals. A comparator equals. Yeah. Because if it's not an escape card, false is equal to you're not stuck. False, show it. If this is not an escape card, false is equal to, or sorry, yeah. If this is not an escape card, if this is false and this is true, don't show it. False is not equal to true. If this is true and this is equal to true, show it. If this is false and this is false, show it. If this is false and this is true, don't show it. There we go. I think we did it. Excellent. Let's see if it worked. A very roundabout way to write one line of code. Check all the things. Pass. Pass? There we go. I can't click on this, but it's not grayed out. Right? I can't click on any of these. Did it lock up? It did. It did. There's no sprite render. Okay. Card. Oh, it's an image. It's just an image. It's not a sprite render. It's an image. Card holder. Image. There we go. Couldn't click on the escape card because the whole thing was locked up. I gotta like lighten up this blue. Makes it easier to see the console. All right, there we go. So we have two escape cards. Can't click them. You know, they're not available. I'm gonna click this guy. I'm gonna move. Get the ghost. Move him over here. Oh. Let's move on to the ghost. Oh, I can't move on to the ghost. The ghost has to move on to me. Ghost. Boop. Now I'm stuck. And I can't use my movement cards, but I can use an escape card. Escape into the wardrobe. Excellent. Haha. I'm gonna stay in the wardrobe. Perfect. Let's modify that color really quick. So you go into preferences. General, maybe? No. Where is it? Scene view. No. Colors. It's in colors. Play mode tint. So you want to modify this play mode tint. I'm just going to lighten it up. So now it's a lot easier to see, like, oh, my UI is blue. I'm in play mode. You know, I think I had this red before, but it made it super hard to read, like errors. So blue shows up pretty well. Anyway, I digress. Escape button. Great. Let's notify them where this guy. So if you are stuck, then we need to change the this guy. Why is that tabbed out? Play escape or pass. There you go. So now let's test the other one where we don't have the card. I'm gonna go into the deck. Boop. Let this run. Give this a go. Now we just have to get stuck. Let's go 2. Oh yeah, I can't move on to the ghost. Ghost! Ah, you're too scared to move. Move the skeleton. Still too scared to move. I think we're gonna be scared for a while. Because the ghost is not moving off of us. Ghost! There we go. Now we can move 3. Let's run away. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Escape cards. Done. This. Let's make this better. It's like, I don't know. That didn't feel. I'm gonna leave that one. Where'd it go? Deck. Do we want to be able to modify this? Like, have some sort of like, this is a set, like a deck. Like, oh, I want to play the high movement deck, or I want to play the high escape deck, or no escape cards. So we could move this data, essentially these numbers, out into like a scriptable, and then you just hand the deck a scriptable. Nah. Just leave it like this for now. Until we get some more interesting cards in, like there's not really a whole... Like, yeah, we could do like more 3s and 2s and less 1s and more escape cards, but that sounds a little scope creepy. Let's put 2 in. Do we call shuffle? We do call shuffle. Oh, we shuffle it right at the end. Sweet. And we did this because we want to shuffle different cues, right? This could actually... This could be static. No, not private. Public. Let's make it static. Right? Because it doesn't depend on the deck itself. We just want deck.shuffle. Like this doesn't need to be in memory. It needs to be on the... Doesn't need to be in the heap. No, it doesn't need to be in the stack. It needs to be in the heap. I don't know. Less memory pressure, because there will be one instance of this in memory versus, I guess, one instance in the deck. All right, well, talked myself out of it. But no, I think that's good. We've got escape cards. We can play the game. We can escape from enemies. I think we're gonna call that good for today or tonight. Got our little cards going. If this ever finishes building. Boop. Yeah. Move 3. Run away. Ghost is going to chase us. Let's go 1. Skeleton. 2. Yeah. We're going to go hide behind the wall. I'm looking to get the ghost so that we can just dive through. I've got 2 escape cards. Got both the escape cards, technically, right? Because if I've got 2, then no one else can have them because the data structure doesn't, like, I got them both. What are you gonna do? Anyway, I think that's good for this week. You know, got some more functionality in escape cards. Got a nice little cleanup on that. pass. I don't know what we're gonna do next week. I'm edging up against doing like another visual pass on this. Right? Update some models, get a little more textures in there. We still have these guys in there. We have our deck, we have our escape. We could do moving faster on carpet. Like let's say there's a big carpet or hardwood, right? Move faster on hardwood. But no, I'll have to think about it. But yeah, it was a good time. Nice 45-minute, hammer out some escape cards. It was a good time. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.